This year, in the math games portion of Essentials, we're all about number knockout. You'll hear us talking a lot about the order of operations and PEMDAS, and you'll hear us talk a lot about exponents. What is the order of operations and why does it matter? And what are exponents and how can we use them to help us knock out a lot of numbers from our knockout board? So first, let's talk about the order of operations. The order of operations we can remember with PEMDAS. PEMDAS is parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. This is the order that we have to solve a problem. Let's look. For example, if we have the equation 4 plus 3 times 2, and we want to solve the equation from left to right, we would do 4 plus 3 is 7 times 2 would give us 14. However, if we follow the order of operations, multiplication will come before addition. So we would then solve 3 times 2 first and get 6. Now we have 4 plus 6 equals 10. You can see that if we follow the order of operations, we will not get the same answer as if we follow the same equation just from left to right. It is very important to follow the order of operations. Let's talk for a minute about the multiplication and division portion of the order of operations. In this case, multiplication and division are equally weighted. That means they come in the same step in the order of operations. And you would do multiplication and division in the order that they appear from left to right. The same is true for addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction are also equally weighted and would occur in the same step of the order of operations. And if you have both in the equation, you will do whichever appears first from left to the right. Now, let's talk a little bit about exponents. We love to use exponents in number knockout to help us knock out a lot of our numbers. So, one of the tricks that so many students love to use is the power of 0. The reason the power of 0 is so special is because any number to the 0 power equals 1. Now, you might have heard people tell you, just put it to the 0 power, that equals 1. But maybe that's a little confusing if we don't understand why a number to the 0 power equals 1. Let's use 5 as our example. Let's take the number 5. 5 to the first power just means 1, 5. So 5 to the first power is 5. If you do 5 squared, that's 5 with a little 2 at the top. That is an exponent of 2. That means 5 times 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. Now, let's do 5 cubed. Cubed means to the third power. So we're going to make the number 5 with a little 3 in the corner. That means 5 times 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 times 5 equals 125. Now, if we want to be really fancy and take it to the fourth power, 5 to the fourth power, that is with a little 4 in the corner, that means 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. That gives us 625. Now that we see all of these here, let's help us understand why 5 to the 0 power equals 1. So if you take 625 and divide by 5, you'll get 125. If you take 125 and divide by 5, you will have 25. If you take 25 and divide by 5, you'll have 5. And now, if you take 5 and divide by 5, that gives you 1. This is why when you put a number to the 0 power, it will always equal 1. This will help you take any number on your board and be able to knock out lots of numbers right around it by adding, subtracting, or even multiplying or dividing by 1. So it'll help you get so many more numbers knocked out on your number knockout board. So the rule for number knockout is that if I roll a dice and I roll 3 numbers, those are called our base numbers. You have to use all 3 of your base numbers in every equation you use to try to knock out as many numbers from the board as you can. But exponents can only be used on a base number. For instance, if I roll a 2, a 3, and a 5, I could use any exponent I want on any numbers from 2, 3, or 5. However, what I cannot do is do 2 times 3 equals 6 and now put 6 to some exponent number. The exponent rule is only applicable to the base numbers that we rolled in the dice. I hope all of this information about PEMDAS, the order of operations, and exponents will help you be able to knock out lots more numbers on your knockout boards.